Good morning. It's Sunday and it's race morning, and we're headed to the start of the race. So anyway, we are dressed in t-shirt to keep out a bit of the wind. Still cooling now because it's dark, so around 17 degrees at 5:30 a.m. But temperatures are expected to rise pretty fast, so by the time it starts later, it's supposed to be around like 20 degrees, and by 9 a.m. will be like I think by 10 a.m. will be 25 degrees. So it'll be a warm race. But anyway, we are still far from the start, so we need to walk to the central train station and take a train to the start, which is at Milson's Point. Probably a half an hour journey over there because we need to walk to the start as well. So I'll see you guys once we arrive at the start. Would you check out the crowd? So this year there are at least like 15 to 17,000 runners running the marathon. So this is like 3 times the number of runners back in 2018. So look at the crowd going to the start. So we're headed to the starting area. Okay, this is like where everybody starts to walk, and it's a lot of people. So we're just headed to the baggage area, but we're not dropping any baggage. We're going to find the additional portaloos, because the ones at the start here were like really a lot of people. So never see so many runners at the last run that we did. Wow, what a difference 5 years makes. Okay, so every marathon, right, most of the places, the portaloo is pretty annoying. So I just spent like 30 minutes queuing for the portaloos. So now again it's like 10 minutes to the flag off. So now we're going to go to the start. But the queue for the portaloos is really still very long, so people are really still queuing and waiting as well.
What an incredible way to start the day.
Stop at the first cut. Super sunny. plenty of uphills and downhills, but it feels like there's more uphills. Hot. Feels like freaking Singapore. I don't even run in the sun in Singapore. Okay, so it's 33 km and I'm like walking. Oh, I can't take the sun, man. I can't take the heat. It is too hot. This isn't why I signed up for a hot marathon. It's a freaking oven out here and I still have like 6 more km to go. Kill me, guys. Just kill me. Anyway, there were a couple of people that actually collapsed along the route, so probably they went out too fast and it's really really hot. I'm not kidding you, look at the sun. This is literally worse than Singapore.
One eternity later.
Oh, look at him up on his toes! His shoes!
See my face, this is a face of torture. The sun is horrible. Worst sun ever.
You know, weather was really too hot today. Really struggled on the way.
Sun is not my friend. Hills are not my friend too. So sun plus hills are my killer.
Sorry, just
Oh no, stop. Thank you. Medal, hard earned medal. And just look at the blazing sun. I'm not kidding you, it's horrible. Okay, so I need water there. Heading up another hill to get water. So Sydney is full of hills. Too many hills. And I'm serious, the sun is bad. It's no freaking joke. Okay, need some water now. Couple of food trucks over at the race village. So if you're feeling hungry after the race, you can have some food, which some people are doing, having picnics over here. Just back in my room after the Sydney Marathon and I wanted to do a race recap before I go shower. So beep still on, have not even removed my cap. So okay, just a very quick race recap for you guys. So the race started at Milson's Point at 7:05 AM, okay, about 7:05, 7:10 AM. So when the race started, I was in pen A, so I flagged off like maybe around 7:08, 7:09 or so. So the first part of the race already go upslope. Okay, so anyway, the route took us through some of Sydney's key sites such as the Darling Harbour area, the rocks, and all this came pretty early in the race. So I recall that basically for the last race that we ran in 2018, some of these sites were actually towards the end. So they actually kind of switched the route around and some of these sites actually came earlier in the race, like yeah, I think within the 10 km. So anyway, basically for the whole 42 km, there's undulating hills, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And today's weather was really no joke. Like we started at about 18 degrees at 7 a.m. and by the time it was about 10 a.m. Okay, I think 9-10 a.m. was probably around 25 to 26 degrees already, and around 11 when 11 plus when I finished the race, it was around 29 degrees. So really no joke. I had quite a miserable time from the 33 km onwards. But earlier in the race, basically the race takes us through various parts of Sydney, such as also Centennial Park, where we did like 10 kms within the Centennial Park grounds, and within the park is also like not much shade, and it was like up and down, up and down, up and down. You can just imagine. So earlier in the race at around 18 km, I had to make a pit stop for a toilet break lah. So spent about 3 minutes in the toilet there. So wasted about 3 minutes. But too bad, need to go toilet. What to do? So okay, there were many paces. So paces, they were starting from like 2:45, 2 hours 45 minutes, 3 hours 3:15, 3:45, 3:30, 4 hours, and etc. So I guess they were probably having a very not easy time today following their pace because of the heat lah. So anyway, 8 stations wise, they were pretty well spread out. Okay, but there was no 8 station for the first 5 km at least, so we had to wait like at least 5 km or so before the first 8 station appeared, and they were serving both water and also this fixed brand of electrolytes drinks at the 8 stations. And along the 20th and 30th km's 8 station, there were actually goo gels provided, so I managed to take 1 goo gel from each station. And okay, I decided that because the heat was starting to get not so friendly, decided to like slow down my pace from 21 km onwards. So I decided to run my Singapore LSD pace kind of pace instead, because you know, like the weather was starting to resemble Singapore. Blazing sun with not much shade and low humidity, so you actually feel the sun burning on your skin. And in fact, the aftermath is that there's a lot of salt remnants. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a lot of like salt. Usually when I'm in Singapore, right, all the sweat will be on your body and you don't really see all these salt remnants. So only usually in the low humidity countries, a lot of salt will be left over on your skin. So okay, at around the 33 km mark, the sun was blazing and I decided too many uphills, I cannot take it anymore, so I started to walk. Yeah, I started to walk at 33 km. No cramps, no nothing, but just weak mind once the sun comes out and the slopes. So heat and slopes are not my friend. So I started to start walking at 33 km and walked and ran the rest of the way. So I kind of like walked and jogged up the upslopes and I ran faster on the downslopes. So in fact, at the last part of the race, 38 km, we had to enter the Royal Botanic Gardens. Whoa, that was also another up and down route for the last 3 km. So I did the same strategy. I just walked and jogged up the slopes and I ran faster down the downhills. So the last 700 meters, I decided to chiong because my legs still felt fine because I really dropped my pace by quite a bit. So yeah, my legs were okay, so I decided to chiong to the finish. So I ran a 4:50 pace for the last 700 meters to the finish. So very hard-earned medal today. This is the Sydney Marathon Finisher medal, and yeah, it actually spins, so quite nice, pretty. And of course the finisher tee. Ta-da! Actually, this color kind of reminds me of the last Stanchart Singapore finisher tee that I have. It's like the same color, so it says Marathon and Finisher. So yeah, today was a pretty hard-earned medal and hard-earned t-shirt day because of the slopes plus the heat. So all in all, I would say still a good race, just that the weather was really not in our favor today. So the marathon actually flagged off at 7 a.m. And in fact, the 10 km and the 21 km actually started earlier. The 21 km actually started at 5:45 a.m. So I really feel that they should have like switched the timing lah. So they should have let the marathoners started earlier, because by the time 7 a.m. right, it's already a bit of like the sun was already up in the sky. So you can imagine the amount of sun that we had today. So anyway, if you ask me, will I run Sydney again? Only if it becomes a marathon major, and basically I heard rumors that we are supposed to get guaranteed entry if we run this year. So this year, the reason why I actually ran the Sydney Marathon is because there was a promotion going on and we managed to sign the race for like $38. So that was the key draw for us to run the Sydney Marathon. Otherwise, I don't think I will come here and like torture myself on the undulating slopes lah. So I will only run Sydney Marathon again only if it becomes a marathon major and we get the guaranteed entry. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog on Sydney Marathon, and please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Now I need to go shower and wash away all the salt that's left behind on me. Thank you guys, and bye guys.